Welcome, everybody, to My AI Live. Today's Thursday, August 29th. My AI Live. We get together every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for My AI Live. Now, we're doing a couple of different things here every day. First of all, we're always doing a different type of demo, different way of building conversations, different way of being able to really move the needle on our business. We're helping you become a master at social media. Now, here's the thing. Can you build this business without social media? Absolutely. You can. Tom Chenault did it. Is it easier with social media? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And so there's a lot of different ways that we can build with social media. I want to give you a couple of ideas with that today. We do have a hard stop much earlier today because of meetings that I have on Thursdays, but we can still very easily get through all of our stuff as well. Steve, you're in North Carolina too, right? Yeah, Vicky, Steve, Vicky, you're both in North Carolina. Okay. Always love connecting people. There's Keisha. I've missed you. I'm so happy to see you, girl. All right. So something we've been talking about in some of my coaching groups and in my community is how to use social media to build in person. Now, that just sounds kind of strange, right? You're right. Wait a minute. You realize social media is on the internet, Elizabeth, right? I do. Okay. I got it. But there's an interesting concept that a lot of people don't use when it comes to social media. And I really want to kind of give you this tip of something that you can do. First, let me make sure you know where your replay is going to be at. And if you're brand new, please put a 1 in the chat. If you've been here before and you've learned some great things, put some 7s in the chat for me, please. So either 1s or 7. 1's for my brand new people, 7 who have been here before and learned some great things. Now, first of all, this is where you're going to find your replays always is the official corporate Nowsite group. The official corporate Nowsite group is where you'll find everything. Now, you really want to make sure that you are in this group because this is where this is kind of like the where the truth comes in, right? Where the meetings are, when it's happening, when the releases are and stuff like that. This is like the place that you will find that information. So it's very, very important that we do that. Now, see this upcoming event right here in 50 minutes or so. We're going to have a meeting with your AI avatar. This is going to be Justin and Adrian and Cheryl and the whole team will be there. So you want to make sure that you're on that training, right? And so that's where you're going to find that. And of course, if you're one of the 2 people, see that little number 2 or number 1 there. If you're that person, come on over and join us over here on the live side. It's so much more fun over here. Come to nowsite.online and you can come to the live stream and be here in person and you can ask questions and have fun. Okay. If you don't know who I am, my name's Elizabeth Larson. I am a personal business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, author, speaker, professional network marketer. I have been building businesses online for a very, very long time. Started teaching social media and business building online for over 10 years ago. And I started off with an essential oil company long time ago, teaching how to do this. So I've been doing this for a long time. Love what I do. All of my posts are made with my AI system. So if you ever want some ideas and need some ideas of maybe some ideas of some before and afters, you need an idea of inspiration, you need a funny video. If you ever want to make a reel that's just plain funny and you'll get a lot of views on it, just come over here and watch this one. You can take this and put it into your own reel. This one is the funniest one ever. And Steve, where's Steve? Steve. Where's Steve? I don't see him. Where's Steve? There's Steve, finally. Goodness. Okay, Steve. Steve takes a lot. Steve takes in things and makes reels into them. He takes other people's reels and he'll make a video with him watching the reel and he gets a lot of things from that. He uses a lot of material that may not necessarily be his, but works well to get his algorithm up, gets a lot of attention for him, gets a lot of conversations. So one thing I'm going to do super, super quick is I'm going to show you this reel And Steve, tell us how you would take this reel and utilize such a short, funny reel to do something with. Okay, so give me just a second.
Sure.
Which of the seven dwarfs describes your wife in bed? Which of the seven dwarfs
So Steve,
describes
that
your
would be
wife in bed?
that would work really well for you. Okay, as something hilarious. But how would you utilize that with your coaching to be like knowing what to say and what not to say for men?
That's a great video. Like I do the reels and I do the side-by-side duet.
Yeah.
And those are, that's like a different class, I guess. But how to incorporate it, because you want to keep it funny. I mean, a lot of guys go out there and dating with their wives. They're so serious. They forget to date their wives or their girlfriend.
Right.
You know? And keeping humor and laughter, keeping it fun. I mean, that's what you did when you started out dating.
Right.
Right? You went out there, you want to impress, you want to be happy, you want to be fun, you want to engage and make it like just a fun time. And I think as we get in marriages and whatnot, things get dull. You forget to do that. And that's a lot of bad mistake guys make. They stop dating their wife, they stop dating their girlfriend. But that's so funny. But I mean, they had a couple of dwarfs named Happy, right? So
well, I was thinking so too. So maybe a cute little thing would be a duet and say, "What happened to Happy?"
Right.
Or something, that would be a great one too. So I thought of you when I thought of that. When I watched that video again today, I was like thinking of you going, this would be cute for your coaching program to do something with that video. So, so
that's
Steve,
a great video.
Awesome. Steve coaches men and men who've either have gone through bad breakups or men who are trying to get to the truest versions of themselves and really have the success and happiness in their life. He does a lot with relationships and stuff like that. So you could take something like that and do that. Now let's go back to the original thing of how do you build in person using social media? First of all, it's all the reels and all the posts and everything else on your social media that tells the story of who you are, right? So as Coach Jenny has lost a lot of weight, she talks about weight loss, she talks about her values, she talks about what's important, she talks about appreciation, gratitude, and things like that. As she continues to do that, she's made a page that's a reflection of who she is, what she believes. Exact same thing with me. When you come over to my page, you're going to see, first of all, I'm not advertising a lot of stuff. But what I am talking about is more my own journey of taking the step to overcoming fear, the having the dream come true and being like, wow, I can't even imagine like this. What's your dream? Do you believe you'll have it? Years ago, a scene like this felt like an unreachable dream. I was stuck in a teeny apartment in Iowa, overwhelmed with self-doubt and lacking any self-esteem. I hated myself. I couldn't imagine a better life. But then a beautiful woman came into my life and believed in me and helped me change everything. So I always tell stories of believing in yourself, of inspiration, of, a little bit about my life, having fun and stuff like that, perseverance, things that just really resonate with me. That's the story. Now, how do I take that and build that into something that's used in person? So almost all of you have Facebook groups that are about the city that you live in and things that are going on, or people that are networking and doing things within them. So for like Longmont, Colorado, I used to live in Longmont. And so I belonged to two Facebook groups on there. One was the Longmont one, all about Longmont or something like that. I've since moved to La Jolla and I'm starting this whole process over again, which is why I'm telling you about what I'm doing. So I belong to two groups, one, the Longmont one, and then what was called the Boulder Collective. And the Boulder Collective was really Boulder, Longmont, Niwot. Tom, am I saying that right? I know that's where you live now. I always butcher that name. all these little towns right around Boulder, Colorado. And so they're always posting, hey, where to go eat? What do I do with this? Looking for a hairstylist. Did you hear about this that happened in the neighborhood? All these different things. It's not a just I'm posting my business thing. It's everybody talking about Boulder, the area, Longmont, issues going on, things that need to be fixed, changed, things that are going great, all of that. So when you join a group like that, what ends up happening is you get to be a part of that group. But as you are actually interacting with people, giving great value, giving great advice, like Steve, I'm not sure what city in North Carolina you're in, but if you had that, you would be giving value and stuff for the things that are going on. People would look and say, okay, well, guys in there would be like, well, who's this person? And girls probably too. Who's this guy? They're going to go over to your profile page and start looking at you. You'll get friend requests, you'll friend people. But here's the really neat thing that ends up happening, that started happening for me so much after a little bit of doing this. You start actually getting the ability to create such relationships in these groups that it's like, hey, you want to go meet for coffee at Starbucks? Hey, you want to go have lunch? Hey, you want to do this? And you start meeting more and more people in person. Now, some of you will say, well, okay, but how does that translate to my business? We call it a coffee shop interview. Now, it doesn't have to be at the coffee shop. It could be online. It could be in Zoom. It could be anywhere. Okay, that it's not that it has to be at a specific place. But what that is you have a conversation with somebody and you're talking to them, not about you. You don't meet them and say, hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I do coaching, and I have this network marketing product right over here, and I think everybody should take it, and I know you want it, and so I'm going to make sure to sign you up right now. I've had that happen to me. That's not what we do. But if I'm talking to Steve and we're having coffee or something like that, I'm going to ask him about what he does, how long he's lived in the area, what are his favorite things in the area, and then finally I'm going to get to what does he need help with? Who can I connect him with? Those kinds of questions. When we start asking those kinds of questions, powerful questions that are truly about learning about the person, you're going to start hearing some of the things that they need. Maybe they're low in energy. Maybe you can tell that their skin's not great, and you can see, kind of like my health coaches in here can see things in their, from skin and stuff like that, of they're not doing as well. They could actually use some nutrition. All these different things, right? Maybe they're struggling financially, and you hear a couple of key things in there where it's like, yeah, they probably need some extra money. You can start asking questions. As you're asking these questions, you find out these things. Now, the way Tom Chenault teaches this is you never pitch the person right there. You get that information. And then a day or two later, you contact them and you say, hey, you know what? I was just thinking about you. And I was thinking about what you said about this. Is that something you're looking to change? Well, yeah, I'm looking to change it. I think I have an idea for you. And then it goes into the conversation of the product or business. Doing this does a couple of different things. Number one, when we first start our businesses, usually we're not very confident. Does everybody agree with that? When you first start your network marketing business, we're not confident, right? We're kind of like, I'm not really great at this. So the tendency is, when we're not confident, is to not do it, right? Like, I don't know who to talk to. I don't want to talk to anybody I'm not sure to talk to, and stuff like that, because we don't feel confident in it. But we have to do it in order to feel confident about it. So the more we post online, our story, our inspiration, our transformation, our journey, maybe we just started out and we're just talking about the journey that we're on and inviting people on the journey. The more we do that, and the more we have conversations, the more confident we feel to do that. So let me show you how this will work. I'm going to go over to my Nowsite program, and we're going to make a post, and we're going to go find a group. Okay. So first, when I come over here, we're going to go to now.site. And if you're looking for a group, what you're going to do is you're going to put in the city. So I'm going to do La Jolla, let's do village of La Jolla. See if I can get a little bit more. I can spell La Jolla. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to look for my area. La Jolla Village Merchants Association. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So there's something. What else do I have? Well, Kathy Mays. So I already know somebody who is part of that. Okay. But that's not really a group per se. So let's do this. I'm just going to look for La Jolla by itself. Widen my search. Okay. Let's see. La Jolla locals, 1,900 people. That's 1,900 people in my area that I could talk to. Okay. Those are pages. Let's go to groups. La Jolla Del Mar. Perfect. La Jolla Shores. Ocean Beach. Social La Jolla. I feel social. Let's go check that out. La Jolla Parks and Beaches. Let's a whole bunch of members there. Okay, let's go look at those people. La Jolla Buy, Sell, Trade. I'll go take a look. And Businesses of La Jolla. Okay. 2,300 members. I'm a business in La Jolla. Probably should join that. So I'm going to come over here. Let's take a look. If I have 2,300 members, that means I have all of these people that I can start getting to know in here. Now, the truth is probably only a third of those are probably even really active in there. Usually all the people aren't active. But this is a lot more people that I may have access to than when I first got on this Zoom today. This is a lot more ideas of people that I can meet with, that I could talk to, that I could get to know. People who may actually be interested in my community, my coaching, my network marketing product, maybe even the business. Okay. So come over here to La Jolla Parks and Beaches. Let's look at that one. 1,400 members. All these people that are in here that I could possibly talk to. See, one of the biggest things that I always see from people that they say all the time, look at this, social La Jolla. Jenny, am I social? Yeah, okay. Steve, am I social? Should I be in a social group? Okay, let's try this one. Okay, 5,900 members. And this one may not let me see the members without joining the group. That's fine. I'm going to join the group. So you join the group, and now my membership is pending. They're going to go look at my thing and say, do I really live in La Jolla? Yep, I sure do. So, and this one, La Jolla Village Merchants Association. Kathy likes it. Must be good if Kathy likes it. This looks like it may have some information on there. I'm not sure. Bruce, I'm going to mute you because I got some background noise coming from you, but we'll unmute you when you're ready. So anyways, this is not actually too far down the street from me. So that's the cove right there. I just live a little bit further back from where this picture is. That's the village right here. So that's an old photo though, because none of that looks like that anymore. Huh. Interesting. All right. That's how you find the groups. Now let's go make posts. If you were to introduce yourself in a group, this is how I would do this. I would make a post. I would do a selfie AI. Now, if you don't have the selfie already made, you can go and do a caption and suggested image just so you can get the wording. Or you could also do a short text only post just so you can get the wording, and then you could put the picture together over in the group. So let's do caption and suggested. Well, wait a minute. I might have a selfie here. Let me see if I have a selfie real quick. I haven't done a lot of selfies lately, but I've been doing other posts, but I look like a 12 there. I don't want that one. That's not a good one. I might have to. Oh, hey. All right, let's do this one. Okay. So I'm going to throw this up on my computer and airdrop it over to my computer. All right. So if I do a selfie AI, I'm going to pick this. I'm going to click upload. I'm going to come and get my download of my photo that I just made or that I just put in there. If I can ever get all these things to behave themselves. Date added. I'm going to put my photo in here and there I am. Okay. So I have my photo and I could put an objective in there. I have the AI trained so much these days, I don't really need to do that. What do I need to do? Write me a post introducing myself to the group. Include that I just moved here to La Jolla about 6 months ago. Okay. Write me a post introducing myself to the group. Include that I just moved here to La Jolla about 6 months ago and I love it. Okay. Now I'm going to hit generate. Now you're going to put what's in the introduction different for every single group, right? So if it's a city group, how long you've lived there, things like that. If it is, that's my new hat. I really like it. If it is a girl camp group, so I belong to a I belong to a girl group. It's all girls that camp, okay? And we're not tents. It's glam camp. It's cute little camp. In fact, I'll just show you. So, anyways, so here's the post that I would do for the La Jolla one when they approve me. I'm going to say, hello, everyone. I've just moved to beautiful La Jolla about 6 months ago, and I'm absolutely loving it here. The beach, the community, the energy are truly amazing. Looking forward to connecting and making some incredible memories with you all. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect, right? So I'll give you kind of an example because I did this a little backwards, but I'm going to go over here and come to my girl camp group. Let's see. Girl camper. All right. So private group, look at how many members are in here. That's a lot of members in this group, right? And here's the thing. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of people that you did not have access to before. There are 8 billion people in the world. And because of social media, you have some incredible access to these, right? So this is a group that I belong to. People are talking about what they're going to, where they're going, things like that. Finally getting their camper, where they're going to go to. And what's really cool about this, just making sure I didn't forget anything. You got the boat, you got the cart, you got the camper. I think they got it all. Okay. So that's not good. Okay. So the great thing about this is posts like this right here. What types of jobs do you do? I'm assuming fully remote jobs, but what types? People in groups like this are always asking for, well, how do you guys get to do this more? How do you work remotely? How do you do things like that? Travel groups are a great place to join because people are always looking to do it more and always looking for a great way to be able to do that more. The truth is, the cool thing is that I can work anywhere in the world. I can go to France for a month and just be there. I can go to Italy for a month. As long as I'm on my meetings that I've set up, I'm good. I'm golden. I can be anywhere. And most people are looking for that kind of freedom now. They don't want it. After the pandemic, nobody wants to be stuck in an office anymore. Nobody wants to go back to all of that. Well, maybe there's a few people who really like it, but for the most people don't. So these kinds of groups are going to be fabulous for this. So you find the groups, and here's the thing. Don't join groups just because to join groups. Find something that resonates with you anyways, okay? Coach Steve here is not going to join a Miss Pac-Man group, okay? Now, I know that sounds funny, but I actually have another lady in our community we love dearly, and she loves Miss Pac-Man. That's her thing. So you want to do something that is resonating with you. I belong to this girl camp group of all girls that camp because I like the freedom of going out and having that little camper or something, or having a Class B or something and going somewhere and traveling and seeing the country. I love that stuff. It's fun. So that's why I actually belong to the group. So your homework today, I'm going to give you a piece of homework if you really want to make this happen. Find a local city group that you want to join and find a group of a subject that you like anyways to join and start actually interacting in those groups and becoming friends with those people. Steve belongs to groups. Steve belongs to groups, and people love Steve in these groups, you know, and he talks to a lot of people and he talks to a lot of guys and he gets clients and all of that. And it's really amazing what the people that you have access to by doing this. So get approved to do a group and then go into your Now site, make your post by that introduction, right? And then post it in the group just like this. And I'll show you how to do that, even though I'm not approved with the group yet. So when you have your post, then I'm going to go and I'm going to hit get started. I'm going to download the photo. And then when I am approved, doubt I got approved that quick. Nope, not yet. So when I get approved, basically it's just the same thing as anything else. I'm going to create a post. I'm going to put my wording in there. I'm going to add to my post and I'm going to put my photo in, and then the photo comes up and then I'll hit next and then I'll post that. Now, one thing to be careful of when you are finding new groups, and I'm just going to give you this one warning real quick. There are times when you have your banner and people will not approve you for groups because they think you're going in there just to sell. And as I said, don't go in there just to sell. Make it a subject that you want to be a part of those people anyways. You have to be authentic doing this or they will smell you from a mile away and you'll be gone. Okay. So if you have an advertisement on your banner, if you have a join my coaching thing or join my challenge or anything else, you may want to change your banner temporarily until you get approved for your groups. So just a tip, you may want to just put a beach up there or put something up there until you get approved for your groups. You're not always going and looking for new groups, right? And there'll be people who have like 50 groups. Don't do that because you can't really be known and successful in 50 groups. Start off with 1 or 2. Get your footing, get known in there. And then if you want to add more after that, do that. But this is a great way to use your Nowsite system to really build and really be able to create those new conversations, relationships, and to reach out in new ways. So let's do our 5 minutes real quick because that's the pumpkin alarm. It's a free day today. We can make any kind of post we want. Ones that work very well on Thursdays for our standard post out. Throwback Thursday, Testimony Thursday, Transformation Thursday. Those 3 are really great. So, and Thoughtful Thursday. Thoughtful could be what random act of kindness you're going to do today, and maybe a challenge of, hey, I'm challenging everybody to do 1 random act of kindness today on Thoughtful Thursday. Now, the cool thing is that you tell people down below, tell me down below what random act of kindness that you're going to do, and then come back and tell me when you did it. I did a post like that yesterday in one of the groups. 400 comments on it so far. Groups are it, man. Groups are it. All right. I'm going to put the 5 minutes up and we're going to start, and then we'll do questions at the same time that we do the 5 minutes to go do our posts. Okay. Danielle, did you have a question, hun?
Yes, I live in a community that's predominantly French, although there's English people. I want to hit both. So
Okay.
how do I do that in my AI or whatever? Like, can I switch?
You can. You can do both. I'm going to tell you what my friend Birgit does. Birgit is part of our German team at
I
Nowsite.
was on that call, yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her. And she will do, now there's 2 things. When you post in English, it will say down below, if you speak a different language, see translation. So I have a friend who's from the Netherlands, And many times she writes in Dutch or other languages. And when it comes up on my feed, I always see it in that language, but then it says hit translate. So people can translate and see your post. However, if you want to do it, what Birgit does is she will do the first part in one language. And then in Nowsite, she'll come over here and change the language. And then she'll post that right underneath of it. So both of them are on the same post, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
that would work. Actually, that would really work where I live.
And so she would have like in English right here. So she would put that one over to the post originally. So let's let me do this. Let's do it like this. Okay, so she would do the first part in English. And then the second part, she would come over here and switch that, change the tone or change the language to French.
Yep.
Regenerate. And then she'd have it in French. And then she'd come over here and then put the second part in French.
Okay, so it's
Does it in
underneath.
German.
Okay, so where it says, okay, I'll figure it out. Okay.
Right here where it says AI.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Now, when you click that, you can make your post longer, shorter. You can change the tone and you can also change the language.
Perfect. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, Deborah.
Hello, thank you.
Hi.
Hi, this training was really awesome. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that that's a way to join a group. So thank you for those tips. That's awesome. So my question is, when you're posting in the group, like when you're introducing yourself, you're posting that in the group. And most of the time, those groups are closed groups, correct?
Well, they're private, so they have to approve you first.
Uh-huh.
But there's two ways people run groups. Some people run their group where you put in the post and the post has to be approved, which 90% of your posts are going to be approved anyways, as long as you're not trying to sell something. The other one is open, where they just openly let everybody post. And then if they see anything bad, they'll flag it and get rid of it. So you make your post in the group and you can have no problem posting in groups. I would never belong to a group that doesn't allow me to post.
So my real challenge is that there's some edgy things that I like to be involved with, but I don't want them on my business page.
They
So,
won't be on your business page at all.
okay. I just wanted to make sure that I could be in one of those groups and talk to people that, have similar mindset and ideas about that. And it won't come into
It won't come into your business page at all.
Great.
Nobody, yeah, that none. And you get to decide what is actually shown on your profile and what's not shown on your profile if you want people to know what you do, but no, it won't go in there. The only way that if you post, so let me give you an example. Let's say Cheryl Clow from Lancaster, California has a group. Okay. And I post in her group. Okay. Now, it won't show on my newsfeed to all of you guys unless you are part of Cheryl's group too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, kind of.
Well, if it's a private group,
Mm-hmm.
all the posts aren't being shown on Facebook. They're only being shown to the members.
To the members. Okay. So
Right.
as long as it's private, I'm good.
As long as it's private, you're good. If it's public, then you have to know that will show up on your newsfeed.
Great. Thank you. That clears it up.
Perfect.
Appreciate it so much. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm glad this training was helpful. I want to bring you more and more ideas of ways to meet people, because there's a lot of people out there that we're not accessing and having these great conversations with. So I want to bring more and more stuff for you of ways to do that. Steve, we should talk about, okay, so in the next meeting, I want to talk to you about something, an idea to have you help me with. Okay. So that's the training for today. Make sure you do your post. Tomorrow we have an earlier stop today because of the meeting. Justin and everybody has their meeting in 20 minutes with the Train AI. So you want to be for that. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AI Live. We'll do another different type of demo, another different type of idea. And really, you know, honestly, when you get done with all this, you're going to become a master at social media. I mean, and you may even decide to start your own social media company and do things for other people. I mean, I've had people do that from here. You know, it's really cool, the opportunities that happen when you know, when you have great knowledge. And so just keep coming back. We'll pour knowledge into you. We'll get you into action also, and we'll get you consistent. Danielle, did you have another quick question?
Yeah, quick question. Should I take my name, the name of my business off of my Instagram account and all my accounts? Should I just delete that?
Tomorrow, why don't you put your hand up first and say in the chat as soon as you come, to that we're going to look over your profile and we'll show you if you should take it off or how to tweak it so it's not disruptive, but still serves you.
Okay. And also tomorrow, can I ask you how we comment on our own posts? Because you had said that we should comment on our own posts, but I don't remember well enough what you said.
That one I can do quickly.
Okay.
So when we come over here, let me come over to mine. Okay. So let's come over here. View more comments. Okay. I have some comments. I just liked my own post. That was just bizarre. Sorry about that. Okay. It's like, so somebody replies and so they post on so this is my post, right?
Right.
Somebody makes a comment. I comment back.
Okay.
And then I always ask a question.
Right.
Because I want them to comment back. And then I'm going to comment back on this one. I need to catch up on my social media. So I'm going to comment back as well. Now, when somebody comments and then I comment and then they comment and I comment and we go back and forth like that, it does a couple of things. First of all, it starts a conversation with somebody, which is what we want. That's the number one thing we do. But people will say things like, well, that's my company. Oh, they're already in my company. I don't need to do this. It also helps your algorithm. It shows Facebook that people are interested in what you are posting and that you are responsive to people, which keeps them on the platform longer. So Facebook rewards your algorithm for you doing that, and Instagram and all the others.
But we have to comment on somebody's comment. We're replying is what we're doing. We're not
exactly
post and then make a comment.
Right.
Okay.
Now there is times that you will make a comment, but I'll have to go over that on Friday.
No problem. Thank you so much.
I'm turning into a pumpkin.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I
love you guys. I got to give this over to Cheryl and Adrian. And I will see you guys on Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific for My AI Live. What day is the training for brand new people? Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They do Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Nowsite tomorrow.
What was that, Steve?
We have Nowsite tomorrow. Today's Thursday, correct?
Yeah, tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific. Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Again.
So
yeah, but not Monday. I don't think we are Monday though, because it's Labor Day. I think we're off on Monday.
Holiday, okay.
Yeah, I think we're off Monday. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.